Hello, Gemini. It's umomg.tarot, and this is your How Does My Crush Feel About Me tarot card reading. So here we go. We're going to start with the spread, and then we're going to get into it. Right? How does my crush feel about me, Gemini? Some Geminis are crushing hard. How does my crush feel about me, Gemini? Right. Here we go. First card. Ooh. Okay, so that tells me more about you than anything, but okay, let's look at the reversal of this Temperance card. And usually the Temperance card represents reconciliation. It also is associated with Sagittarius, but when the Temperance card is in reverse, it means a little bit more. You're doing something along the lines of obsession, like you're looking into it too much. All right, so let's keep going. We have the Magician, who rules communication, especially electronic communication, like internet messages, text messages, DMs, sliding into the DMs, all that stuff. So I'm wondering if there's a little bit of obsession online, looking them up, looking into them, trying to reach out, being, crafty in how you communicate with them, maybe even through like a fake account or something, or just to check up on them and see what they're doing. But this Magician would indicate that there's some type of like looking into somebody and communicating with them on some level, on some clever or crafty magical level, like it's unconventional almost. All right, and then the next card we have is the Strength card. Ooh, look at all this yellow, which is associated with Leo. We have all major arcana so far. So Sagittarius, then we have Mercury is associated with the Magician, who Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. And then we have the Strength card, which is associated with Leo. And Leo is interesting because Leo is about endurance and strength, and like having the resources to outwit, outplay, outlast. A lot of Leos don't understand how strong they are until after their situation has proven it to them. But yes, it's about having strength and stamina in this relationship, but also patience and emotional intelligence. So that I feel like that also plays into how the communication happens. Your next card is Two of Wands, being curious. Two of Wands, wanting to see what's out there, wanting to explore beyond what they currently have. So I'm wondering what that means. They want to make a decision between the past and the future. But I'm wondering, hey, what does that mean? What does that mean? It feels like they're almost curious about them. Curious about the relationship. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so right there, I'm like, okay, well, this person, it seems like they're very interested. If I look at this and I feel like I can read this from your end and from their end, it feels like you are inquisitive about them a lot and you'd like to communicate with them, but you don't know how, or you want to be careful in the way that you do it. It feels like you've been waiting a long time for this person, or you've been kind of wondering about them for a while. And I feel like this person, it feels like you're connected to them as in they're like your perfect match. They're everything you ever wanted. They're the embodiment of a Ten of Pentacles. Like, they have a great home, or like you combining with them creates like this lifestyle that you've always wanted, and this happy home that you've always dreamed about. And honestly, you'll probably have things like assets. So maybe they even have more to offer than just romance. They have opportunities to offer. Right? And it's almost like it looks transformational when you're looking at Two of Wands and you go, okay, well, I'm looking at the future and all the unknown and I want to walk towards it. And then there's the Ten of Pentacles that's, eventually on the horizon. So when I look at this spread, I go, okay, this person could be, again, Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, Leo, it could be any of those. But let's have a look at the archetype of this person. Ooh, they got Poet. So again, a call to the way that they express themselves. So the light attributes of that is expresses soul insights in symbolic language. The shadow attribute is turns lyric gift into negative or destructive effect. Okay, but is it destructive being communicating in not the most crafty way? Is it? I don't know about that. But there's definitely a way with words involved in this situation, involved in this connection. So this person will definitely come at you with a crafty way of communicating communicating. If anything, this person has been looking into you, and they realize that they care a little bit more than they maybe originally thought. They want to reconcile, but maybe there's something in the way of that. They want to communicate or get in contact with you. Maybe there's an obstacle involved in that to where they have to be crafty and resourceful. So let's say they're blocked on Facebook, so they check out your Twitter, or some type of unconventional or untypical mode of communication for them. But I feel like there's a lot of enthusiasm about it. We see all this red in the reading. We see action happening, but we also see the yellow, which represents kind of like the sun energy, where it's like, I'm excited to do this. I'm feeling like today's the day to do it. Today's my special day, or feeling lucky, or feeling like drawn to do it. So I feel like this person definitely, they feel like they want to take action. They feel like they're at least curious about what's to come with you. So the Two of Wands is like, oh, I'm looking into the future. And then if we see the Ten of Pentacles, you know that they see you in a very positive light, but they don't see how it necessarily manifests. They don't see how, it's almost like a dreamer type thing. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know how we're going to get there, but I know that you're the right one. So that almost even, it feels like a more like soulmate kind of connection. I don't know about twin flame, but it just feels like it's a matter of them communicating, them reaching out. And I feel like your experiences, maybe that's what they're so attracted to. The endurance that you have, that's what your strength. Maybe that's what they relate to. They feel some type of affinity to you. We do see the two infinity loops over here, so it's one of these divine. Definitely, you know what? What am I saying? It should be very divine, this connection, very divine, because we have an angel here. We have the two infinity. It goes on and on. It's a transformational thing. It's almost like when you meet somebody and the cycles, the life experience that you have when you meet this person, you're like, oh, it's a good thing that I went through all that, because then I would not have been ready for this person. Or now it makes sense why I went through that, because then I wouldn't have been ready for this person. And it's a new opportunity, or it's a new relationship. Maybe it's even somebody that you've never been attracted to before. But like, I feel like this is like the Ten of Pentacles that you need to unveil. That like, maybe this isn't exactly what you hoped for this person. That maybe they slowly become the person, or you slowly realize that they're the person that you can find the most success with on like the home lifestyle front as ever. Now, I feel like, maybe this is more along the lines of like, you find yourself thinking about them more than you normally would, especially if you're not initially attracted to them. You're like, you just become like inquisitive about them. Like, let me see what they got going on. What's their situation? Who have they dated? Let me go look into their LinkedIn. Let me go look them up. And then you find yourself doing things, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. What's this interest? Where's this interest coming from? Damn. The Magician card is all about communication, like I said. But I feel like, that has a lot to do with igniting that flame with this person. So I feel like your crush is like, if they're not looking into you and you're not looking into them, I just feel like that's what's going on. They're looking, they're almost even being obsessive. Again, like if they're blocked, they're trying to find ways to communicate. But I feel like maybe they're doing that thing where, they make a fake account and they try to gauge your interest, or try to see what you're into and get to know you, or something crafty like that. Long-term plans, or, maybe testing the water for a long time. You could even be like, just the person that you're crushing on could even be somebody that you've just been talking to on the internet for a long time as well. Right? So, and there's no pressure. I feel like this is like, there was no pressure. This is a long-term thing. This has been going on for a while. There was no pressure because we didn't plan on meeting, or I don't know why there's no pressure, but digital meeting, it's like, okay, well, I have my in real life people and my internet friends, and so there was never going to be a meeting, but I guess that may have changed. And because there's more curiosity here, especially when there's two here, it's like the curiosity is coming from like, I have what I have right now, but I want to explore what's out there. I'm just realizing that there's more out there, and so they could be pining over that energy. And let's not forget that too is a wand, so there's action involved. There's wanting to actually move into that curiosity and explore it. And boom, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe not right up front. Maybe the Ten of Pentacles falls down. Maybe they disrupt their idea of what Ten of Pentacles is in order to get on that journey that leads them to what the Ten of Pentacles becomes. Remember, our paradise, our happiness is ever changing. Our idea of what we've always wanted, our dreams come true, constantly changing. So that Ten of Pentacles can be there. Like they could be happy in where they are, but then they could be curious and want to explore more and go down that topic of Ten of Pentacles in their life. So I feel like on the question of how does my crush feel about me? Well, feels like they're like curious, interested. They feel a connection to you. They feel like there's like cycles that they have gone on that are lined up with where you are. This curiosity is almost lined up with yours because this Two of Wands here, looking at the whole world, wanting to pass the threshold between the past and the future, like who I was before, and I want to become something more now. And I feel like when it comes to you, it's a positive thing throughout this reading. All right, so I feel like they're on some level, they're curious about you, obsessed with you, figuring ways to communicate. They could be following your stories and all that. They could be doing all the most in that area, unbeknownst to you. All right, so there it is. That is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.